All right, everyone. So even though we have all of these other videos and we're going to put all of our other reaction to each individual event at the end of this video, so you could watch all of our review on this one thing, because we did those single videos as well. But this first video is going to be just a full review of it, and then you could watch the rest of our content at the end of this. Elimination Chamber was a fantastic pay-per-view on every level. WWE was able to do two major things. Number one, they delivered major surprises at this pay-per-view. Jade Cargill returning, Randy Orton returning, Seth Rollins screwing over CM Punk, and John Cena's heel turn. Okay, those are all major events that happen on one pay-per-view. Not only were they able to pull that off, they were also able to build everything towards WrestleMania. So you were able to deliver this awesome pay per view that delivered in every way, shape, and form on that night, and also be able to build for your biggest pay per view of the year, which is going to be 2 days at WrestleMania. Let's just go down the list of feuds that they were able to build, and I'm just going to give the big ones, okay? Jade Cargill and Naomi. Now, think about this. Jade Cargill could still be with Bianca Belair in a tag team, having a tag team title match at WrestleMania. Exciting? Not really, right? Nowhere near as exciting as Jade Cargill going head to head with Naomi in what is going to be them hating each other. Jade clearly is going to hate her because it looks like she was the one who attacked her. Naomi's going to hate Jade for screwing her over in the Elimination Chamber. Don't know how Bianca's going to necessarily, what side she's going to come down on, but she's also going to have a title match at WrestleMania. We then move to Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Okay, so Randy Orton and Kevin Owens are going to have this match where they hate each other, and the Viper looks like the old Viper that we remember, the one who was willing to do just about anything and just about anything to beat his opponent. That's what we're going to get from Randy Orton, and it showed because he was about to kick him right in the face, right? We know that. Okay, Seth Rollins attacks and screws over CM Punk. There's going to be even more hatred between those two than we thought before. Even more hatred between the two. Keep that in mind. That's a big deal. And then, of course, the big one. Cody Rhodes tells Rock to F off. I'm the champ. Boom, boom. Cena heel turn. This was shocking. We're still shocked about it. Just like I talked about when The Undertaker came at WrestleMania, right? When he entered the arena and you heard his music, it was a moment that you'll remember forever. So was this. This was an epic heel turn. And what it does is it does two really good things. Number one, it makes this match so much more at WrestleMania. This is now more than some record, right? This is no longer the record, although it exists, is out. Nobody gives a shit about the record anymore. Or, I mean, we do, but that record, who cares? What we care about now is the dynamic of Cody having to face, once again, the system, right? Having to face The Rock, the most powerful guy in the company, and now John Cena, one of the greatest to ever do it. And this is just great for Cody long term because Cody is now, just like he was last year, he's not just going to be this guy that, oh, yeah, we're kind of tired of him a little bit. It's like he's champ, we like him, but we've seen him, we're fine. Now Cody, he is going to be on fire. The fans are going to be just as behind him as they were last year. And for the rest of his career, he will have this moment where fans will look back to. So all I'm going to say is this was a perfect pay-per-view, in my opinion. It nailed in the beginning, it nailed in the end, it nailed in the middle. And the fact that they were able to hit both things here, meaning they were able to, on one hand, deliver a pay-per-view that we enjoyed watching and also deliver a pay-per-view that sets up for another pay-per-view, that's how you know this was fantastic. So thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. All right, everyone. So Seth Rollins screwed over CM Punk. CM Punk looked like he was going to be beating John Cena in the Elimination Chamber match until Seth Rollins comes and screws over CM Punk. So what does this do for us? Well, this sets up a major WrestleMania match between at least Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Now, we also have Roman Reigns somewhere in the picture. He's obviously also going to be at WrestleMania. So if he's going to be at WrestleMania, we know that CM Punk has a favor owed to him by the wise man, which in turn means Roman Reigns. So if that's the case, does that play into this? I'm not sure. Is this going to be a triple threat match? I'm not sure. but I know this was a perfect thing that they were able to do, because this once again makes it so that there's just real pure hatred between these two. Like, even more than we just saw, CM Punk is going to be out of his mind mad at Seth Rollins after this. Not just because they have a beef, not just because they, of the things we've seen in the past that they said to each other. This is going to be just pure hatred between these two, similar to what we saw with Drew McIntyre, and that match was phenomenal in the Hell in the Cell. We're not going to get a Hell in the Cell out of this, but we may get something really, really special. So great, great, great job by WWE. You're creating, you knew CM Punk, he wasn't going to be the one to win this match, or at least WWE wasn't planning on having him win this match. So what way can you kind of really make Punk look good and also create this massive feud? You have Seth Rollins give him the victory. So thank you all for watching. All right, everyone. So Jade Cargill is back, and it was exactly what we were expecting, but in the best way possible. So she comes into the ring right at the beginning of the Elimination Chamber, and she's in the ring. Everyone thinks, okay, she's going to attack Liv Morgan. Instead, she attacks Naomi, and not only does she attack her, she absolutely destroys her. Absolutely destroys her. Takes her completely out of the match. So clearly, there's something here, right? Clearly, it looks like she was the one, Naomi, who was the one who actually attacked Jade Cargill. Now, it's not 100% confirmed, but it looks like it is going to be that. The reason I don't say it's 100% confirmed is because we still don't know what evidence Jade has that it was this, but my guess is 99.9% sure this is going to be the case. Now, why this was such a powerful thing was because it got this show started in the best way possible. There is nothing in wrestling like a surprise. There is nothing in wrestling like a surprise return, a shocking moment, and the ability to get that going early can really set the stage for the entirety of the pay-per-view. So Jade coming in, making that thing, basically made that whole match right from the get-go. And they did go on to put on a pretty good match, but Jade Cargill being back, all of that, how gruesome the attack was, it made Jade an even bigger star. It's setting up a blood feud for WrestleMania now between Jade and Naomi. This is going to be a battle. Fantastic job by WWE booking this. Fantastic job telling the story. Even though we knew it was coming, it's similar to what happened with Dom and Rhea and Liv, where it was just magic, right? You couldn't help but feel excited watching that. The same with this. So Jade Cargill, Naomi, that is going to be a rivalry that goes big. So thank you all for watching. All right, everyone. So Randy Orton is back. He's back. He saved Sami Zayn from getting injured even worse than he already was. But Kevin Owens has also completely lost it. And WWE is doing a great job of telling this story. Every match they have. Okay, first off, let's talk about the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match. Did that not remind you of one of those hardcore matches we used to see in the Attitude Era, or one of those type of hardcore matches we'd see in the early 2000s? That was a legit hardcore match. They were going through barbed wire chairs, their heads were slamming off everything, they were in the crowd, they were going through every table imaginable. What a fantastic match that was, and it just shows you when you build these good storylines how it makes these matches even better. These matches were absolutely, undeniably fantastic. Okay, so great job. We had a great ladder match with Cody. Now we have this amazing. I mean, look, I thought the ladder match was fantastic because it was. This might have been even better, to be completely honest with you. This match was awesome. The crowd was into it. Everything was going on, and you just felt like it was an unsanctioned match, and you felt like these two hated each other. You looked at Sami Zayn, this guy who's kind of, how do you say it? Like someone who's just like a true baby face, right? Just such a goody two shoes type guy, and he was brutal in this. He was just mean and going after Kevin Owens, and they were battling it out to the end. Every time you thought the match was over, it wasn't. Finally, it ends. Randy Orton returns to save him, and Randy Orton looks like he's lost his mind a little bit as well, thanks to the Kevin Owens injury. So what does this do? This sets up a big moment for Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. How many great matches are we going to have on this card? Because it feels like they're going to be able to fill up 2 days worth of WrestleMania matches, not just of decent matches, of matches we really, really care about. This may be the best WrestleMania ever. That's what I'm not predicting it yet, but I'm getting close to it. So thank you all for watching. All right, everyone. So Cody Rhodes answered The Rock. He said F off to him, and he did not give him his soul. Pretty powerful moment. Little did we know at the time he said that, that moment was going to be overshadowed by what happens next, where Cena turns heel. Now, let me say something. When you think about the history of wrestling, especially the history of WWE, one of the first things I think of is the Monday Night War, right? Remember, the Monday Night War was WCW versus WWE. Now, what really sparked that Monday Night War? What was the thing that really made WCW, this massive threat to WWE? It was when Hulk Hogan turned heel. This John Cena heel turn, I'm not going to say it's directly, in that, like it's like 1-to-1, but it's pretty close. John Cena turning heel in the way they did it, you could see it on the face of the audience. It was a shock. This, I didn't even expect this. I thought, okay, they're gonna have John Cena be the baby face. This is great. Then you have, Cody Rhodes turn heel, and that makes something pretty interesting going forward. This was even better. This was even better because now Cena's farewell tour is taking a very weird turn because now The Rock is in his corner. Now The Rock is going to be the one who wants him to win this title. And just like last year at WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes is up against it. He's not just fighting, okay, against John Cena. He is now fighting against basically the company because The Rock is the most powerful guy in the company. And on top of that, he now has one of the all time greats, John Cena, in his corner. Think about the type of power it shows with John Cena, having his mind change by The Rock. And I cannot wait to see what happens next. I cannot wait to see Cena's explanation for this. But one of the biggest things that I think is important to understand is when Cena wins this Elimination Chamber, right? When he ends up winning the chamber, you have him win in a way that I'm not sure we remember Cena winning too many times, right? CM Punk gets kind of screwed over, and Cena has no problem taking advantage of that. That right there, when you look at him doing that and how it plays into him turning heel, that makes a little bit of sense. So, what WWE did on this Elimination Chamber pay per view, ending it with this, was just phenomenal. And if you're a fan of wrestling, this truly makes you think you're living through one of the special times in the business. So, thank you all for watching.